Hi, welcome back to Guitar with Rob. For those of you who are just tuning into these lessons, I'm Rob from the Discoveries program at PathPoint, and I work with some really wonderful people. And every Friday we get to do some live music, and a couple people play guitar that I work with. And so these lessons are for them to get their guitar skills up. And for anyone who's just interested in learning the guitar in general, maybe you have one lying around your house you haven't had a chance to play with, or maybe your parents or guardians have one. Either way, the first lesson went over just the parts of the guitar. If you want to check that out, it's going to be video number 1 for Guitar with Rob. Today we're going to do something. We're going to actually learn a very simple song, just using one string, but pressing down on each of what's called frets. And I figured it's just an easy song. We're gonna do what's called we're gonna do Hot Cross Buns, which is very simple. So here's how we play it. So first of all, it might be different if you're left-handed. If you're right-handed, your left hand is going to be used to do what's called finger each of these frets, to push down on the strings, in other words. And then your right hand is going to either hold a pick, which is this little triangle object here, or you're going to just play with your fingers loosely if you want. If you're left-handed, just for example, you're actually going to pick with your left hand, and you're going to finger the frets with your right hand over here. Whatever one's more comfortable with you. I happen to be a righty, so anything you hear, if you are left-handed, just make sure to switch up the directions. So yeah, Hot Cross Buns. I'm also a trumpet player, so that was one of the first songs I ever learned. But we're just going to keep it very simple. We're only going to play actually 3 notes, and we're going to just use the E string, which is the low E string. It's the 6th or lowest string, and we're going to only do 3 frets. So we're going to use the 5th fret over here. Remember, if you need help with finding where the 5th fret is, it almost always will have a little button on it, like a little shiny button. And you're going to push down, and you're going to hold your pick kind of like this. It might be hard to see, but you want to almost hold it so your thumb looks like this on this side, and your other finger looks like this. You don't want to hold your pick like this, because then you're going to risk it falling or going into the body of your guitar, and then you have people fishing out their guitar like, oh no, I lost my pick. You don't want that to happen. So this is a nice little secure way of doing it, but if you, for whatever reason, are not comfortable holding a pick, or it's more comfortable for you to play finger style, sometimes what I will do is I will use these 2 fingers. It's especially useful for bass. But just for this lesson, we'll use a pick, but whatever you're comfortable with. So we're going to start with the 5th fret, and again, the low E string. And so the note names we're going to play are going to be A, which is on the 5th fret of the lowest string. Then we're going to go down to the 3rd fret, which is going to play the note G when we hold it down. And then we're going to go down to the 1st fret. This is the one that is in between the what's called nut over here and the line between the 1st and the 2nd, and we're going to play F. So the order you're going to do that in is 5, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 1st frets, or A, G, F. So we're going to do that twice. A, G, F, or alternatively 5th fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret. So that's Hot Cross Buns, Hot Cross Buns. And then from there, you're going to play this part 4 times, a little faster, on the 1st fret. So you're going to start with the F on the 1st fret. 1. Going to move back up to the 3rd fret. G, 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 G. And then you're going to repeat using 5, 3, 1 for frets, what you played before. A, G, F. So all together, slowly, it's going to sound like this. And you can also use those exact notes to play Clair de Lune. So with that one, you're going to, again, just 1, 3, and 5. That's it. I'll say the names of the notes, which on the 1st fret's F, on the 3rd fret's G, on the 5th fret is A. And so it's going to go like this. F, 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 G, A, G, F. Jump up. A, G, G, F. And you're going to repeat that. F, 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 G, A, G, F, A, G, G, F. And I know a lot of this is simple, but it's a good place to start with for guitar because between all of the strings and the frets, it's going to be a while if you're just starting out on guitar before you could do some crazy shredding. And I mean, I'll be honest, I'm more of a rhythm guitar, so it's pretty tricky for me. But it's a good place to start to know where your notes are. Again, E, A, D, G, B, and E. And knowing that where each of these frets are, and knowing you could change the notes and modify where how the sound comes out. The choices are almost endless on what you can do. But that's for playing single notes. And try it out. Just try experimenting. Sometimes you can just learn new stuff by ear. The next lesson I want to do is going to actually involve learning some what's called chords, chords, and that's where we're going to learn how to play a couple just really simple open things. So, because guitar, of course, isn't just one note. Sometimes you're playing all 6 notes at once. That will be for the next lesson. Until then, thank you for tuning in, and keep on rocking.